This is a GY-89 IMU that's got a few sensors like a gyroscope, accelerometer on it. But I had a bit of a hard time getting any data out of it. So as you expect, it's on i2c, and we're connected up to fin ground, SLC and SDA, which are the normal i2c connections. But if we actually try the example code for the gyroscope, we have a bit of a problem. Okay, so this says can't find 6A as the IC² address. So if we have a look at the actual I2c addresses, we're on 6B. So if we change to 6B example, get the same problem. Something's not right here. Turns out there's an extra connection you need to make. You need to plug ground into the next wire along. When we have ground connected to SDO/SAO, then we get a light on the top, and if we look at the I2c addresses again, we're now on 6A for the gyroscope, 77 is the BMP pressure sensor, and there's a new one popped up which is 1E, which is the accelerator and magnetometer. So now if we run our original example, which uses 6A, we get good data out. And we can also now look at the other sensors. So temperature works, accelerometer works, and the magnetometer works. Now, another thing that confused me to start with was which libraries to use. So I started using the Adafruit libraries, and the gyroscope, the L3GD20, works out of the box. However, that's the only one. The BMP058 sensor is actually an old sensor, but Adafruit does have on GitHub its libraries, so we can download this one. This is for the 58 and the 180. But the really confusing one was the accelerometer and magnetometer. First of all, I tried the Adafruit libraries, and that was a real dead end. The best ones I actually found eventually is the Pimoroni LSM303D library, and this one works. So the Adafruit ones assume there's two chips on different addresses, whereas this I think is an older chip which uses the same address for both. So if you run into any problems with I2c and these, particularly the LSM303D chip, remember to make the extra pin low and it should just work.